have a respect for it now a lot more. But when he did it, I wasn't into it. And he knew I wasn't into it, but I was happy for his success in it. And he helped usher in that movement into the States. So when he felt that when he did that project that the industry turned their back on him.
The hip hop industry?
Yeah.
NORE's a legend though.
Yeah, he felt like they turned their back on it. So when he came, he moved to Miami, he wanted to change his scene. And he told me, he's like, yo, E, bring me back to hip hop. He knew I was like a diehard. So he was like, just bring me back to hip hop. Let's do some hip hop shit. So he moved close to me and he would come to my studio every day and we'd be there. He'd be recording. The first thing we did was I had him do a freestyle over the My Name is D Nice beat. We looped that, we sampled it and we looped that. That was the first thing we did. You talk about bring me back to hip hop and Flex played it.
That's the right beat though.
Yeah. That was one of my favorite joints. Yeah. So we would be there, recording, and in those studio sessions, me and my crew were big drinkers. So we would always have bottles there. We're drinking, or smoking and drinking, and then we started gambling in that motherfucker. The office became crazy, right? And in that era, like, if you couldn't handle your liquor, my crew, we would say, you're not a drink champ.
Okay.
That was a thing. Like, there's hashtags going back to pictures on IG of someone passed out, you're not a drink champ, And so that was something we would say. It was a thing that we would say. And then NORE did a song with The Alchemist called Drink Champ based off of what he was hearing us saying. And he talks about drinking at the office and all that in that song. So that's one part of it in terms of like the name kind of starting to bubble. We started recording a radio show for XM before the merger out of that same studio. Shout out to Leo G from 66 Raw who gave us the opportunity. And we would do this weekly show, me and NORE, called Militainment Crazy Raw Radio. NORE named it that. It's this crazy name. He says it on Drink Champs all the time when we do the intro. So we would do that show, and it looks and sounds just like Drink Champs. We would intro the same way. It was drinking, was same antics. We just had less guests because not too many people were coming this way, this down south. I think Fat Joe might have came through. A couple of people might have came through. So we did that. And that's kind of like getting us our sea legs in terms of doing something like a podcast. So we did that for a couple years, and then we stopped. NORE went on tour with Pone. They did I think it was called Channel 10, CNN album. I believe that was the album, and they went on tour in Europe.
Shout out to Capone.